Hello, good afternoon. Welcome everyone to what's been a fantastic day. Thank you all for looking so lovely and joining us in today's celebrations. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Andy. I'm the best man. I'm Joe's best friend, I hope. His confidant, and I'm his big brother. And whilst these titles should be something of importance today, it's worth pointing out that after me, Joe would have probably gone for his new brother-in-law, Jacob. Putting this another way, Joe's got no friends. So, now before the toasting begins, I just want to acknowledge how beautiful the bridesmaids look today. All of you, beautiful. The boys are even saying that one of you have been giving me the eye all day, so if I play my cards right there, I just might be in. But seriously, thank you all for getting Belle there today. I'm sure she's appreciated all your love and support, so well done, girls. 3 words for my groom. My groom? 3 words for the groom. Genius, physicist, idiot. I love a good oxymoron, me. Talking of morons, let's talk more about Joe. As you can see, Joe prides himself on his image. He also prides himself on being a nerd. Put those two together and here you have it. Joe thinks he's coming out here looking like Clark Kent, but I think we'll all agree he looks more like the love child of Stephen Fry and Richard Osman. In fact, Joe wanted to be a nerd so bad, he used to ask the bullies to bully him. So I did. Yeah, so I was wicked to Joe when we were growing up. I must have tormented him night and day. It wasn't all physical. There was a lot of physical damage that I got in there too. I remember it was my job to get Joe for school. And being the torment that I was, one day I woke him up in a panic, saying, Joe, you've slept in all day, you idiot. You've missed school. And the tantrum he threw, the anger, the tears, he was furious at me, absolutely furious at me. It was only when the dust settled that I told him it was a Sunday morning. He hadn't missed school at all. Of course he wouldn't, he's a nerd. Now, I promised those dearest to me that I wouldn't make this become the roast of Joe Dudley. But for those that you want to hear Joe's more embarrassing moments, and I've got a list. Mine's a stellar. I'll see you at the bar later on. 3 words for the bride. Beautiful, kind, alky. Today, Belle, this is all about you, my new beautiful sister-in-law, and I truly hope you have the best day. However, I can't hold back on roasting Joe without at least giving a little roasting to you too, I'm afraid. I think it's best for the room to hear my fondest memory of the new Mrs. Dudley. So let me set the scene. It's late, it's a Saturday night. Belle and Joe come walking through the front door having 1 or 2 beveraginos. Joe sits down next to me. Belle takes to the floor and proceeds to fuss Baxter and Rufus, my mum and dad's 2 little Jack Russells. It was adorable. However, it was only then I realised just how many the 2 had actually had to drink. Belle, and put my script down, Belle softly and sweetly caresses Baxter's face, and then she just says, "You bastard. You little fucking bastard." I was in total shock. But it was funny, it was sweet, it was slightly psychotic. Belle, I love you, and welcome to the family. It's often said that in the best man speech, that it's actually the groom who's the best man, but I didn't want to be so cliche. The truth is, as I see it, My little brother couldn't have turned out to be any better. Joe, you were my best man for good reason. You've shown me nothing but love and support throughout our younger years, and even now I call you for advice and guidance. So thank you for always being there. Thank you for the chess. Thank you for all the memories. And thank you for being you. Joey Dud, I love you. Now, just quickly, before we let the evening's antiques begin, there is one more thing I'd like to mention. In the 6 years since Joe and Belle met, they haven't done too badly for themselves. Both got a degree, each have a job, bought their first house together. Both are now driving, and I'm just really proud of the journey they are on, and excited for the paths that lie ahead for you both. That being said, I can't help but notice some fundamental differences to the would-be working-class hero who grew up 47 Villiers Avenue, Bilson. For example, he now lives in Brood. Suit you, sir. Drinks Merlot. Oh, suit you, sir. And I even heard he stayed in to watch the King's coronation a couple of weeks ago. Ooh, suit you, sir. I'll give it 6 more years before he's voting Tory, hunting foxes and sporting a Let's Make Brood Again cap. Joe, Belle, I love you both with all my heart. May I wish you all the success and happiness for the future. Can I ask everyone in the room to raise a glass for the idiot and the halkie, my brother and sister-in-law, to the new Mr. and Mrs. Dudley.